Hello, Essential Therapy followers. Cindy here, and we promised to give you some big news today, and here it is. We are moving. Yes, we are moving. So there's a bit of a story to all of this, and I just thought I would show you here. This live doesn't always show me how pretty the background is, because then if I go like that, you can kind of see us both. So we all know this whole lockdown thing started in March, right? So we were planning to expand at Saxon Square initially, and at the beginning of the year, there was another plan in place that we didn't really know about at the time. And so one thing led to another, and we just kept following the open doors, let's put it that way. And then about just the day of, in fact, I remember the date, it was March 13th, because it was Friday the 13th, which is a lucky day for me. And it was at 3:33 p.m., which is, of course, our lucky number. And being in Channel 3, we found out that our offer on a space that I had really been eyeing since the beginning of the year was accepted. And so, of course, when all of that happened, it's like, we can't really move forward right now with all this craziness, right? So we just sat back like everyone did during this crazy time that we've been going through, and just really it made this whole lockdown situation and everything that was happening even more difficult for me. So I was carrying really a lot of stress, wondering, what should I do? What is the plan? What am I being called to do? And at some point I just felt some peace, and I just kept checking in with how it was all feeling, and through prayer and just my way of connecting into the divine plan, it all fell into place. And I am just so excited to share with you that we will be, I don't know exactly how far it is from Saxon Square, but we will be off of King Road. So it is maybe a little bit further for those of you who are coming from more of the central part of Toledo, but we're still in the neck of the woods of Saxon Square for the most part. If you are familiar with the King Road Branch Library, which is a favorite hangout of ours, and Kroger, that's right there. We are like a stone's throw from there. So right off of King Road, there's a road called Kings Point, and you turn west onto Kings Point, and it's a nice little cul-de-sac road where there are some doctor's offices back in there, but some very, very nice office buildings. So we will not have a storefront like we've had. It's been great being at Saxon Square and having a little bit of visibility, but I think for the most part, people come to us because of word of mouth and from some of the educating that we've been doing in the community, which we plan to do much more of. So I'm looking forward to that. We really want to help people during this change of our way, right? I mean, everyone's kind of been slapped around a little bit this year, and there's a lot of fear. There's a lot of fear going around, and people are concerned about their health. And what I think I can really offer and help people with, and my team, I'm trying to get the sun in here again, is that our goal is to help you learn how to care for your body in a very positive, healthy way. And my goal is to bring other professionals together in our community who can help give us the right information for that. My whole adult life, I have, and even when I was younger, I was always drawn to the magazines, so the healthy magazines, and what to eat that makes you healthy, and what exercise to do, and all of that. So my whole life has been a journey of putting these types of things together, and my education, which has just been, again, also one thing after the other with education, to learn things to help you and me lead a healthy, fulfilling life, and for as long as we possibly can. And so as we're forging into this sort of new era of hopefully people looking at how they can take care of themselves, boost their immunity, and have in a healthy, natural way, essential therapies is going to be there. So, of course, our primary focus is myofascial release and movement and how the whole body is affected by restricted fascia, as that's my specialty, of course. But we also, exercise science and movement therapies are extremely important, and of course nutrition, which is where I thought I was going to do my graduate work, ended up not being nutrition at all, but it's still a huge hobby of mine. So I'm putting programs together behind the scenes and have been for a very long time, and now is the time to bring that all out to you. So let me tell you a little bit about the space. I'll post pictures here after this, but we will have 4 treatment rooms. Right now we only have 2. So we will have four treatment rooms and an exercise space. It's not going to be huge. It's just a little open space. I may have a treadmill there, or maybe a little bit of equipment that we can move out of the way, kind of like what we do now, the inversion table, but a small space for very private, intimate classes. So the self-care class and some other things that we will be offering. As you know, Chris Holdeman joined us in April. And so we have, space for him now, as well as the other massage therapist. And we will be bringing on Tiffany Moore as a massage therapist in the fall, because she will be finishing up her program, which is great. And she will be specializing in myofascial release, but maybe some other things too. So we've been talking about that as well. And the other thing I haven't really had a lot of time to share with our clients is all of the information that I have about essential oils and other products that really help support our immune system. So, essential oils have really helped me for the last over 20 years now, but especially the last 6 or 7 years. They are really such a vital piece of my support for my immune system. So we're going to give you more information on that as time goes on, and when Tiffany comes back, that was really a lot of what she was doing. So I'm sure there will be more available there. We'll have raindrop treatments, that sort of thing. The other thing I'm going to start talking more about this week is the hemp products that I've been using for a couple of years. And I'm just so blown away by their effectiveness and what I've seen even in the last couple of months with how people are more stressed, and just how these products are really helping to calm our system and just promote wellness. So I will be sharing things like that with you. Let me see if I can tell you a little bit more about the space. So when I first saw the space, the fun thing was we were out looking at spaces, and this was before anybody even knew that we were losing Studio B, okay? So it was just, and it was the middle of winter, and just wasn't planning for any of this. And, Amy was there with me, and we were just kind of getting discouraged by what we were seeing. And there was this space, and by looking at the square footage, I'm like, that's just not going to work. Maybe we shouldn't go. We were getting, kind of, done with looking at things, and we said, well, okay, let's just try it. So we walked in there, and truly, when I walked in that space, it just felt like special. Like, wow, I kind of like how this looks. I like how this feels. I liked the entryway, and just how everything is kind of on an angle and has kind of a different feel for the layout. And I really thought there was some potential there, but I just couldn't see how it would work. And as I was able to kind of settle in and let the answers come through that needed to come through, it became very clear. And then as we put our plan together and it was accepted, I just felt overwhelmed by how this is really going to be a gift for so many people and for me. And I'm so happy to be able to be on this journey, and the team of people that we're putting together and having Amy back as helping me with administrative stuff, and I know she's been back for a while, but this kind of ties into my next thought. So did you know that back in 2000, in the year 2000, so 20 years ago, right around this time, probably, I had decided to branch out on my own and start my own place, because I wanted to be able to give people one-on-one, really intimate care. And so one thing led to another, and on January 1st, 2001, so 01, right, we opened, and Amy was there with me. She helped me get all that administrative stuff together, and we opened the therapy group, which was in that plaza that's at the corner of King and Sylvania, where, Kroger's there, and so then there's the plaza, which... right now I can't think of all the stuff that's in there, but actually the space where I was in the therapy group is just turning into a karate studio of some sort. So if you were to take, if you're looking at a map, if you're looking at Google Maps and you were to see where the old therapy group was, if you go straight south, like probably a good baseball player's throw, you would hit our new space. So isn't that kind of interesting? So for me, I was able to decrease my drive-in. So most of you know, I live out here, quite a ways from town, and this is why. Isn't that just gorgeous? This is one of the many reasons that I live out here. And I never thought, when I had the therapy group, I lived 2 minutes away. I could never imagine living so far away from where I work. But that has been really a wonderful blessing for me too. And so this new space shaves off 5 minutes from my drive, which might not seem like much, but when you're driving an hour, 5 minutes is something. And I do like to squeeze the absolute most out of every day, and it kind of falls into my squeezing the most out of life plan. So I think that's about it. Thank you for joining me here. I see a number of you: Amy, Michelle, Jennifer, Bojana, Lisa, Jeff. Thanks for watching my live, and I am just really looking forward to this next chapter. It's really going to be exciting, and I would love to hear from you. And here's one of the things that I want to do going into this, and even this summer, because we only have 2 treatment rooms right now, and so sometimes we have to be really careful about how we fit things in. So I will have some time to go out in the community, and I would like to do some education. I really want to educate people on what fascia is. Like, I just finished the British Fascia Symposium, which was, of course, supposed to be in London, but I watched it on Zoom, and it just really got me excited to share this incredible knowledge that is out there now. I mean, when I was in PT school and in my PhD, anatomy is my minor, okay? I have hours and hours and hours of cadaver lab anatomy stuff, more than the typical PT, more than the physicians have, because it was also my minor. Nobody talked about fascia back then. It's just crazy to think of that. And now the research that's coming out, it's just so amazing. And this is stuff that I've worked with and felt in my hands for years, and connecting into the other aspects that have been ignored, like the energetic aspect of our body. And we can't deny that anymore. The research is showing it. We are energetic beings, and it matters. So just to give you an example, with what we've been experiencing the last couple of months, or a few months now, I suppose, the fear that people are experiencing and the energy of that fear, it is real. And a lot of people aren't necessarily aware of it, but if they learn, just like you can learn how to play an instrument, you can learn how to feel that energy, and you can learn how to feel when it's off. So that's just a little piece of how, our education to the public is going to be changing, and helping people learn about their bodies and how they can support themselves in this way. And we want to be there helping you, not only hands-on, but also educating you in ways that you can help yourself at home, connecting you with other professionals who can help you support your immune system, because that's really where it's at. I don't care how much one hides from illness, okay, or from a virus or whatever. You just can't always hide from it. You must care for your body. From everything that that you put on your body, in your body, and what you're around, what you think, what you watch with your eyes, it all matters. And we're all learning about this together, right? I mean, I have so much to learn, and I love learning, and I love sharing it with you. So thank you so much for watching. I love to hear your thoughts and comments. If you have anyone, any group or club or business, anyone who would like to have a presentation, an hour or so long presentation on what it is that we do, what fascia is, and we can give you some information about how to help yourself, even in an hour presentation, I am available and willing and excited to do that for you. We also have some great continuing education things. Hey, Enoch, there you are. Thought he might be out in the forest or something. I have coming HeartMath. So if you heard the term HeartMath, so I am getting a certification now to be a HeartMath provider or specialist to help you with stress management. So really cool stuff. And we will be offering that soon, very soon, this summer. And also the MELT method. So that is a really cool addition to my self-care routine, and I'm going to be taking that certification in September, and there's just some great stuff coming down the line. So again, happy to be here for you and with you, and eager to hear from you. Have a great night, and on that I'll let you see my beautiful pond view for a few more seconds here. And that's the news. So please share, look for the pictures that will be coming on Facebook here in probably less than 15 minutes. I'll post them out. Have a great night.